Causality traders, welcome. Today we're going to do our MK block summary. I was traveling, so what I'm going to do today is I will go through both weeks. So we're going to start from the 1st of May. Let's get started. So like euro dollar, remember back then it took the lower MTS, and then we had this situation here where like there was a high as a target, all these highs here, and an LTS above the price on the 3rd of May. So there was a stop hunt taking out all these targets. Shorties came in, so the market went further up against those shorties, pushed by the smart money algos. And then we had the situation where here on the 7th, it's either like more shorties coming in and another attack of the high, or shorties leaving the market, a collapse of the squeeze curve and a 4-hour reversal, something like that. So on the 8th, we also had the MTS below the price. I wrote shorties are leaving, we have a collapse in squeeze line. So we knew that euro dollar will come down, which is exactly what happened. That was a beautiful short trade. So today what happened is the more new shorties came in, okay, and euro dollar attacked the highs again. The short-term stops here, as I wrote at 11.52, took out those targets. And here we see from today, this zone has been cleared. And next week, we're going to have the following situation. Either more shorties come in and push the squeeze line up, and the smart money will take out the LTS, which seems more likely right now, or the shorties are leaving, collapsing because the zone was cleared and the 4-hour reversal energy can take over. Of course, if big dark money longies come in, we have a complete dark money switch, we're going to have a 4-hour reversal down. But it's going to be a bumpy ride because, as you can see, below the price we have all these old dark money short positions, the red nest here, as we call it, yeah? And when you watch the last MK web summary, you remember I described the scenarios. I said either we're going to have another attack of the high or a trend resumption down. But as you can see, what happened here is longies came in with a dark money switch, the price came off, but then new shorties came in, reviving this squeeze energy, so therefore a sharp pullback to the upside. So in a nutshell, this analysis remains valid even now, okay? So because we had a down move followed by an up move, this V pattern, which is very rare, we still have the same scenario like I described in the last MK web summary. So base case scenario, more shorties come in, clearing the high and the LTS, and then maybe a down money switch back to longies and a down move, or even a continuation if more shorties come in, something like that. So, and of course, this big scenario has influenced all other markets. So here we see, like in pound dollar was a similar thing with a down money switch from shorties to longies. Therefore, post stop hunt wise, the smart money algos allowed pound dollar to come down against those down money longies, all the way down with 4-hour reversal energy. There was a beautiful short trade against those longies. And then we also had a down money switch, so shorties coming in. And therefore, because the lows were cleared, we have a 4-hour reversal in pound dollar against those down money shorties, and they took out the inner range MTS and order gap zone. So that was the golden combination, the golden combi, yeah? 4-hour reversal energy up against the shorties plus an inner range target on the 1-hour chart. Okay? And on the day chart, they even cleared the 200-day moving average. So you see, it all makes a lot of sense. Not difficult to trade that. In this scenario, pound dollar was a better choice because we had a nice inner range MTS. Okay, let's continue. Euro pound. So you remember on the 7th, it filled nicely the option strike targets. There was a proper dark money switch and we had the MTS above. So it was very easy to predict that the price will go up and take the MTS. Very easy trade. That's exactly what happened. Boom. On the 8th, took the target. One of the best trades of the week. Then on the 9th, we had an option strike target short and longies, so we of course take that short trade. Boom, gets filled quickly. Okay, also one of the best trades Nice pips collected there. And now today we still have the situation, so there are 3 MTS below the price. So if more longies come in and more shorties leave, we're going to have a proper 4-hour reversal down in euro pound, because also the 200-day moving average has been cleared. So that's the theme for next week, and this OSD can easily be taken in the process. Okay. So so these were beautiful trades, not difficult. Let's continue. Australian dollar, of course, it mirrors the euro dollar situation, to make a long story short. So we see how the high was attacked against the dominant shorties here on the 7th. Then we had the pullback to the option strike target short, so beautiful. They got filled, so they made a new option strike target long. So Australian dollar was a great choice this week. Easy to take pips off the market there. Okay, in the end took the upper MTS and is in a similar situation now like euro dollar. Okay, mixed money flow, neutral. If longies come in, it can go back down towards the moving averages, but if shorties come in, it can attack the highs once more. Okay, if euro dollar does what we showed before and goes up, Australian dollar will most likely follow up as well. Kiwi dollar, as so often, the similar thing, just in a different flavor, let's say. Took the upper MAs on the day chart, and then, has a scenario where it could go for a 4-hour reversal. Also, I should say, in such a scenario, sometimes we have Aussie or Kiwi leading euro dollar. So pay attention to these correlations in those situations. It's rare, but sometimes we see, like, for example, Kiwi making a decisive 4-hour reversal down, and that indicates that overall the other markets will turn as well in a situation like that. But right now, as explained before, that seems to be the second base case only. So it's a bit more complex now. Dollar cuts, so we had a beautiful MTS. It took everything, 1, 2, 3, beautiful trades there in the range. Easy to trade, okay? I did some nice trades there. I'm sure some of you have as well. So just keep in mind, like you see on the day chart, we had proper mixed money flow from short to long, okay? So therefore this whipsawing price action and consolidation. But because the range in terms of pips was so high, this range was very tradable, as you can see, okay, for range trading. Generally speaking, range trading is for advanced causality traders. So if you're a beginner, don't try to do it too much, because you need to identify the switching down money and you need to trade towards those targets. But in this case, it wasn't too difficult, to be honest. Beautiful. Dollar yen, one of the best ones. On the 3rd, we have 2 long option strike targets, long. Everything aligned. Okay, we have the shorties slowly leaving. So we know they're going to take those out. Boom, on the 8th. One of the best trades, okay? I made very good pips here with this move towards the OSDs. And took a few days, which is fine. But, went exactly to the target. So this is interesting, and we're going to see it in the other yen pairs. Okay, we had the big stop punt, the down money switch, the down move in response, and then a more aggressive pullback back up. But as you can see, if shorties are not willing to sell it again, and they had enough of trying to sell for so long, then it can actually reverse back down. But if shorties say, you know what, now after it came up so much, I'm going to go big, of course they're going to retest the highs. You see what I mean? Like in the case that euro dollar tests the highs against the shorties and some longies come in dollar yen, it's likely that dollar yen, for example, comes off a little bit again. Pound yen. So there with the massive stop on, the reversal, then the beautiful MTS run, the ones who caught this one, well done. That was a beautiful move. Take note of how we have a house cleaning dynamic here, as first cleaning the upper stops and order gap zones, then cleaning the lower ones. So that's a typical house clean dynamic. And you see like the clear down money switch on the day chart. Okay, longies are taking over right now, so it can turn after this super exaggerated aggressive up move. But in the best case, we get more longies coming in and then a proper reversal down. Okay, so we pay attention to these things. So this is a luring move. This pullback up is a luring move to take out short-term stops of shorties and to provoke also buyers thinking, oh, I'm buying the dip and it's going to go back up towards the high. So as you can see, once this MTS here has been taken, which is really close now, the thing can completely reverse down if longies keep on buying and shorties keep on leaving. And the same is basically valid for the other yen pairs like here, Euro yen. Okay, so pay attention to that. Euro yen already took its MTS. It can take a bit more SDS and take the plateau, but the more this happens, and the more longies are trying to buy into this, the more there can be like for a reversal down. You see the things aligning. So that means like this is a decisive moment. Pay attention to the market structure on Monday, because tonight the markets are closing in 2 hours. If you see those scenarios emerging, they can be tradable. Okay. Euro Aussie did a fall reversal up. I didn't trade that, but then longies came in. It went down against the longies, and as you can see, the longies seem to have appetite with an expanding green squeeze line. So went down further. So took the lower MTS, took the upper MTS. If longies come in again, they can go down. If shorties come in, though, it can go up. It's very neutral. I stay away for now. You see, it's not enough the money flow, no nice targets. The price is in the middle of the range, so neutral. So we skip Euro Aussie for now. Pound Aussie took the upper MTS on the 1st of May, and then did a similar thing like Euro Aussie. And then we had this beautiful scenario where we have 2 open option strike targets. This is something to watch next week, because look, the lows are cleared. There's an MTS above the price, and we have those option strike targets. They would like, if some shorties come in, they would like to fill that with some fall reversal energy. However, what is the problem? We have some kind of squeeze going on here on the forward chart. So that's very dangerous, okay? This is only for advanced traders trying to pick up the reversal here, because remember the golden rule, do not trade against the squeeze. The market is highly sensitive towards any longies. If some longies come in, they're going to retest the low and go down. You see, they can even go all the way down here. So I do not recommend beginners to trade this, and even advanced traders, be careful trying to simply trade towards those option strike targets, because you are trading on the wrong side in terms of the squeeze dynamics. Better wait for the squeeze to collapse and for the slope to decrease, and then see whether you can take a shot. Okay? Do not go in too early, because it can catch you and drag you down. Alright, so it's complicated, dangerous. Beginners stay away. Advanced traders, if you want to go for the OST trade, wait until the longies start collapsing or some new shorties come in. Okay, and very advanced traders, I wouldn't recommend to trade to the downside, because as you can see, there can be a pullback. Okay. Interesting case though. Sometimes it's interesting to analyze the more complex scenarios. All right, gold. So remember, we had gold clearing out all the MTS, going down, clearing against the longies, but then with a proper dumb money switch, shorties, big shorties came in, and they did an exaggerated move to the high, because there was an expanding short activity, as you can see here. They can even take the STS and LTS at the high. However, if they do it and the shorties leave and get kicked out, the market is very fragile. As soon as longies come in thinking, oh, this is momentum, and they start having the fantasies of a massive fundamental up move, this thing can completely collapse back down. So be careful, all right? This is also a dangerous situation. Silver took the upper MTS on the 7th, and then the same thing. Shorties came in, all right, pushing the dynamic like this. Shorties have appetite, want to sell, so they went up, clearing this nice target here, 1, 2, 3, 4 highs. So they can go up, take them out, but once they collapse, and even maybe the high has been cleared, the market is fragile. If longies come in, it will come back down, for example. Yeah. Bitcoin has been very interesting. So first went down against the longies, but then we had complete MTS runs. We had a slaughterhouse. Okay, look at that. Up, down, 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 up. Taking everything left and right, yeah. So what we predicted many times ago. Took all the lows, all right. So then longies got kicked out. So now it looks kind of bullish again, as you can see from today. So they took the lower targets, they took the lows. The longies don't seem to be too keen to enter right now. So, it can come back up from here if no more longies come in, but that remains to be seen. So again, looks long-term bullish. Okay, so you see that was quite good. I did very well in those 2 weeks, despite I wasn't at the screens as much as usual. But sometimes you see when you identify the scenarios, it's not even necessary to be at the screens 10 hours per day. That's the truth. I mean, unless you want to do short-term trades and all that, most trades easily take 2 days or something like that. So my analysis has been on point. Markets have been doing what they should be doing. And there were some very good setups which were very tradable, like here in EURUPAUD and in Aussie and in dollar yen. Okay, so I did well. I'm sure most of you also did good. Anyways, I wish you a great weekend, and yeah, in case you have questions and all that, use the forum. Yeah, and I will make other videos about other topics. Lots of love. Take care.